Woods Hole oceanographers use glass flotation spheres to bring scientific instruments 4 miles back up to the surface. After about 30 years, the spheres are too old to use. Researchers used to throw them out. Now they give them to Cape Cod artist Benton Jones.
Have been making a series of work called Melting Hemispheres, and it addresses the climate change issues that they were once in service for.
First, Benton heats the 40-pound sphere in a custom-designed kiln to loosen the glue holding the two hemispheres together.
There we go.
When the spheres are separated, they're ready for the mold.
This is stainless steel. It's very thin. The temperatures the glass is molten, the metal does not move, it stays rigid. I crinkle it, I hit it with a hammer, I bend it, and I can reuse it time and time again.
Benton paints the finished mold with kiln wash so that the metal won't stick to the melted glass.
I want to make sure that there's a flat spot on where the glass is going to be at the top, because this flat spot up here will end up being the base for the vessel.
Benton lowers the kiln onto the glass and mold. The chains make it sound like something out of a Frankenstein movie. 1,400 degrees, and 2 hours later, the glass looks like this very thick saran wrap. It's taken the shape of the form.
It looks like it's at its peak, and so now we'll begin the slow process of cooling. So one more hemisphere melted.
2 days later, the glass is cool enough to take out the metal form.
Okay. That's the rest of the mold. I like the way it's formed. I think it really does look like melting ice. I'm pleased with its shape, and I will need to make some type of base for it.
In Benton's Millstone Sculpture Gallery, there are examples of more finished melting hemispheres.
These are two of the hemispheres that were formed 180 degrees upside down, and now it's a fountain. The change of climate is accelerating the melting of all the ice sheets and glaciers around the world, and this is an example of the dangerous beauty that's being unleashed as it melts.
Melted hemisphere pieces start at $1,000. Benton donates 10% of the proceeds to the Ocean and Climate Change Institute at Woods Hole. These greenish pieces are made of a different kind of recycled glass. It's from the old Provincetown Aquarium, which closed in 1985.
It's a great way of connecting to where I am on Cape Cod, using a material that so many people have experienced in the past. The color, I think, is beautiful. I believe it is reminiscent of the sea.
This $800 piece called Ocean Star looks kind of like a jellyfish. It combines recycled glass with brass and copper. Benton started out a metal artist.
I love the way that the glass preserves the patina of the metal, but also magnifies and enhances the properties that you can see in the metal.
Benton's work combines his love of glass, metal, Cape Cod, and the environment.
It seems to be a very direct way of transforming something that was going to be thrown away into something useful again.